Hello and welcome. In the next few minutes, we're going to walk through a really powerful but simple tool to anchor yourself right here in the present moment, especially for those times when you just feel completely overwhelmed. So to start, just find a comfortable position, whether you're sitting or lying down, and give yourself permission to just land right here. Okay, let's begin together by taking one slow, deep breath. Go ahead and inhale gently through your nose. And as you exhale, maybe with a little sigh, just let it all go. Feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. Feel the solid ground or the chair beneath you, really holding you up. You've arrived, you're here now. You know, if you've come to this feeling wired or tense, or maybe you're just stuck in that endless loop of worry, I really want you to hear this. You are not failing. This is not a weakness. It's just human. That feeling of being on high alert, that's a physical state. It's literally chemistry happening in your body, and it has nothing to do with your worth or your strength. To get our power back, we first have to understand what's actually happening on the inside. So let's just take a quick look at the super simple science behind why your body feels this way. So when we're dealing with a lot of stress, our bodies get flooded with hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. And that's our ancient survival wiring kicking into gear. It makes our focus really narrow, and it puts our whole body on high alert, physically scanning our world for threats. And the tricky part is our bodies can't tell the difference between a lion in the bushes and, an overflowing inbox or a difficult conversation. And this is the trap we all fall into. You can see it right here, right? When your body is full of that stress chemistry, your brain tries to make sense of it. It's like, why do I feel this way? And so it starts creating thoughts that match that physical feeling. Thoughts of worry, frustration, or fear. And that right there is the vicious cycle. The feelings fuel the thoughts, and the thoughts just cook up more of that stress chemistry. It's how we get stuck. So the most important thing to know is that we can break that cycle. And the way we do it is by creating just a little bit of space between our awareness, the part of us that's watching, and that chemical rush. So I want to give you a really powerful reframe you can use anytime you feel that intensity building up. It's this simple sentence. This is my stress chemistry talking, not the full truth about me. Just saying that isn't about pretending the feeling isn't there. It's about being accurate. You're acknowledging the physical sensation without letting it define who you are. And that is the very first step in shifting from feeling like a victim of your emotions to becoming the conscious creator of your own inner state. All right, now that we've put a name to what's happening, we can gently and with a lot of kindness guide our body and our mind back to the safety of right here, right now. Let's begin the practice together. We're going to start with just 3 simple breaths. So when you're ready, let's inhale softly through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now a long, slow exhale through the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that again. A gentle inhale, 2, 3, 4, and a slow, steady exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. One last time, just on your own. That longer exhale is like sending a direct signal to your nervous system that says, hey, you're safe. Okay, now, if your eyes were closed, just gently allow them to open. Without even moving your head, just let your gaze soften and quietly name to yourself 5 things that you can see in the room around you. Could be the corner of your screen, a little bit of light on the wall, the color of your shirt. Just notice. Now, let's bring our awareness to the sense of touch. Can you find 4 things that you can physically feel right now? Maybe it's the solid support of the chair you're sitting on, or the texture of your pants against your skin, the feeling of the air, or the weight of your own feet on the floor. And now let's just listen. Shift your attention to your hearing and see if you can pick out 3 different sounds. You don't have to analyze them or decide if they're good or bad. Just notice them. The hum of your computer, maybe a distant bird, or maybe just the sound of your own quiet breath. And now, let's bring our awareness to our sense of smell. Gently notice if you can pick up on two different scents in the air. This one can be subtle, and that's okay. Maybe it's the faint smell of coffee, or soap, or just the simple scent of the room itself. And finally, bring your awareness into your mouth. Can you notice one thing that you can taste? It might be the leftover taste of coffee or tea, or maybe just the completely neutral taste of your own mouth. Beautiful. You just used your senses to anchor yourself in reality. Let's take one final breath together, and as you do, you can say silently to yourself, right now, in this moment, I am here, I am breathing. You literally just pulled yourself out of that storm of thoughts and back into the truth of this moment. So, before we finish up, let's just take a second to notice the shift that you just created inside yourself. Go ahead and do a quick, gentle scan of your body. What do you feel? Is there a little bit more space in your chest, maybe? Have your shoulders softened, even just a tiny bit? Is your jaw a little less clenched? You know, the change might be subtle, but it's real. And you did that. You created that change. What you just did wasn't just about feeling better in the moment. It was actually an act of deep emotional intelligence. You noticed your inner state without judging it. That's self-awareness. Then you used your breath and your senses to intentionally shift it, and that's self-regulation. Every single time you do this, you weaken that old automatic reaction, and you strengthen your ability to consciously choose how you respond. This is the real work. So here's your invitation for the rest of the day. Can you use this now anchor just one more time? Maybe it's right before you jump into a call, or maybe after you get a stressful message, or even just as you're getting into bed tonight. Find one small moment to consciously bring yourself back home, right here to the present. And as you go, please remember this. You are not behind for having to practice things like this. You are right on time. You are not broken. You are becoming. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me.